All right, this one here is about, one of those, but I love a dog cats, but on the inside in prison, just so you understand. All right, so we're going to turn it up. Let's get the intro going. All right, you know, come on, man. You know what it is, unique Mecca audio, man. I'm gonna tell you about this one here. All right, I'm chilling, and we got two brothers. You know what I mean? Two co-defendants. I don't want nobody to take this personal. I don't want nobody to take this personal. But we all got one of those. But I love a dog, dudes. You know what I mean? In the car, in the crew, if you're on the street, and in the car if you're in the prison. Now check. We got these two dudes, they locked up, Latin Kings. I'm going to keep it 100, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take it personal, you know what I mean? The Kings, you know what I mean? They had one in their car too. So the Latin King dudes is two dudes, they like brothers, you know what I mean? They know each other from the street, they grew up together. But, you start getting money, you start traveling different places and, you go, you meet different people, but, everybody you meet, you don't let them cross paths or whatever. So when you get locked up, dudes always think that the girl they with is gonna be with them. The girl they with is the one that, let's say, they feel they in love with them. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that love crap, so that's why I say, they feel like they in love with them. So, they move them in an apartment, move them in a house, buy them a car, buy them jewels, spend time with them, and, they wife them up. You know what I mean? So they wife them up. Now, when you go to jail, that's the first one to go. Boom. She gone. Gunshots to her for tripping. All right, gunshots. She gone. Now, she out the picture. Now, the girls that you ignored and didn't pay attention to, you know what I mean? The ones that loved you, but you didn't pay them no mind to even think about if you loved them. Those are the ones that be with you. All right? So I want you to understand that. So now let's take this to the next step. So we got these two dudes. So one dude met a girl that, feeling them crazy. He ain't paying no mind. It's just somebody he go get with when he feel like getting with her. And you know what I mean? But that's the one that really love him. But the one he lived with that he's in love with, you know what I mean? She's just in love with what he could do for her. Like I said, there's two things when you on the street. You know what I mean? When you on the street getting money, there's two things that, a female want from you. You know what I mean? Your money and your reputation. You know what I mean? They want to be able to say, yeah, I go unique, my man. You know what I mean? Oh, they want your money to go shopping. That's it. You know what I mean? And let's add a third to it. Or doggy style. A good old doggy style. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? So they want to use you for your sex, your money, or your reputation. Now, we in the joint. Dude chilling. And the girl that he ain't really love, you know what I mean, is doing a bid with him. But as he's doing the bid, he's paying attention to her now, and now he's feeling like he's in love with her. Everything is good, boom, 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 boom. And then, he's writing her, she's calling them, she's taking mail from other inmates, would send from one jail to her. She'd take it out the envelope, put it in another envelope, and, send it to you, and vice versa. And that be the boomerang communication between inmates, even though we ain't allowed to write each other. So we'll write our girl, our family member, they take the letter, and then they take the letter and they send the letter over, you know what I mean, to where it's supposed to go after they take it out the envelope, rewrite it, and make it look like something else, because the police don't read all that mail. You got 2,000 inmates in the joint, and back this time, we was getting a lot of mail, because it's before the email and all that core links came into play. Now, so he with his man, and he runs into, the homie in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a transit center. So they going to two different places. He haven't seen his co-defendant in like 10 years, but over the 10 years, this girl been doing a bid with him. So now she doing a bid with him, sending him money, going to visit him, bringing him, drugs on the weekend. She doing everything that need to be done. She's the one boomeranging the letters, and that's where this come into play. So he run into his homie that he know from the street in Oklahoma, and when he runs into him, he tells him, man, I'm getting ready to go out to California. He said, yeah, well, I'm going to Pennsylvania. So they're going to two different parts of the country. So he said, okay, well, let's not lose contact this time. Here go my girl number. She been riding with me for 10 years. She been cool, da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So he calls and he introduces it to him on the phone. He gets on the phone. He said, yeah, baby, this my brother. I want you to talk to him, blah, blah, blah. He going to be writing you so that when you get his letters, you're going to send his letters to me. And, back and forth. And, this is my good brother. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to give him the number. He gives him the number. What y'all think happened next? You know what I mean? What y'all think happened next? Let's get this thing going. All right, put in the comments what y'all think happened next. So now, I'm going to tell you. He gets out to California and he starts calling the girl on his own. You know what I mean? To relay messages for the homie. So while he relaying messages, they get into a little communication thing where, they start kicking it, they laughing. He calling her once a day. You know what I mean? Just to check in on his homie. You know what I mean? Then, he start calling 2 and 3 times a day, to check in on the homie and to see how she doing. You know what I mean? So, he working his way in and he's starting to catch feelings for the female. You know what I mean? So now he doing his thing and she telling him she love him. She plan on coming to visit him and, you know what I mean? And, this is what she telling him, the homie's homie. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the homie over here, he calling and he talking to her. She's still talking to him like everything is good. But, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to keep it 100. Y'all might not even like this. But, like I said, I keep it 100 over here at Unique Mecca Audio, man. 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean? When a female talking to a dude on the inside, it's because, she got some type of low self-esteem. You know what I mean? Or she knows him from in the past, and then that's a friendship or relationship, whatever you want to call it. But when you meet somebody, while you're doing time, and you meet somebody as a pen pal, somebody introduce you to them, and they had the little pen pal site. They had a joint like called Write a Prisoner. Look it up. If y'all out there, lonely trying to write somebody, go to Write a Prisoner. You got a bunch of inmates up there. Now, when you go on to Write a Prisoner, just so y'all understand, when you go and write a prisoner, this is just something you're going to pass time and to fill the void that's in your life at the moment. But when something come in to rejuvenate, that void that you have, and 9 times out of 10, the female on the outside from that new rejuvenation pulls away from the dude that's in prison. Now, the dude in prison get to thinking that he in love, Now, that's why I tell you, I don't deal with that love crap. You know what I mean? No disrespect to you, pussy whoop dudes that deal with, talking about you in love. You know what I mean? Especially, picture this now. I'm doing life plus 20. While I'm doing my time in prison, I get on this pen pal thing. I meet a couple of females, you know what I mean? And when I meet these females and I'm talking to them, it's like, where are we going to go from here? I'm supposed to die in prison. You're going to be out there living your life. Do I expect you to keep your legs closed for the rest of your life? Do I expect you not to talk to another man for the rest of your life? Suckers believe that. I'm just keeping it 100. Big shout out to the suckers. Big round of applause to the suckers. Big round of applause to the suckers. You know what I mean? That's what we talking about now. We talking about them lollipop dudes. You know what I mean? It's the lollipop dudes. You know what I mean? It's like a prison story relationship joint, but just how things could go terribly wrong. You know what I mean? Terribly wrong. So now, dude right now, he feeling like he in love. I'm bouncing back and forth because this is where I do my thing over here. So just relax, sit back, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and the Cash App is on the screen. Unique Mecca Audio, Unique Mecca Hall right there. Now, so dude is sitting there and I'm doing life and I meet a girl. She tell me, I'm going to speed it up now. I want to get back in a little flow. We're going to dance with this. Dude in jail, doing life plus 20, meet a female on the thing because she just broke up with a man or whatever. So she decided she's going to write somebody on a pen pal site. Because she write a dude on a pen pal site, then that means that she ain't never got to see him, especially if she get a dude doing life. So it don't really matter. And she could tell him, what's going on in her life. And he could be like her confidant, her mentor, her psych, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? So that's why they come into the relationship. Now, those get in a relationship with on the pen pal site, they quick to say, oh, I love you. I'm looking for a relationship. Because they feel that it's low self-esteem women that just want to hear that they being loved. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not with none of that crap. You know what I mean? I always tell them straight up, yo, you know, I got a female, you understand? Or I'm not looking for a female. I tell them straight up, I'm doing life plus 20. You know what I mean? I don't expect you to be here forever. You know what I mean? But right now, you're here for the moment. I'm here for the moment. And we both gonna give each other what it is that we both need. You understand what I'm saying? So fair exchange is no robbery. I'm gonna tell you some lies, you're gonna tell me some lies, and we're gonna believe these lies, and we're gonna make our life do really good at the moment. You understand what I'm saying? But never forget that all we're doing is lying. That's it. You know what I mean? We're lying to pass the time. You know what I mean? In prison, we're saying that, you know what I mean? We, telling stories to kick it. You know what I mean? So we telling all these fantasy stories about coming home, being with them, and selling them the joint. But, a lot of females like to read those romance novels, you know what I mean? Where, the man roll up on a white horse with his chest out, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? He scoop them up off the beach and, throw them on a horse, and they go in a little private, lagoon and make love. And those are the books they read. So these are the stories they want. But you got to give them a hood story. You know what I mean? They ain't thinking, the girls, from the hood, they not thinking about no white horse, but they thinking about that big Mercedes Benz or that Bentley. You know what I mean? Yeah, when I come home, I'm going to get a Bentley. We're going to get 2 matching Bentleys, his and her Bentleys. We're going to hit Dapper Dan up. We're going to get some of that new 2023 gear. We're going to design something efficient for you. You know what I mean? I'm going to take you down to Diamond District. We're going to do this and that. We're going to have kids. You're just selling what they want to buy. Selling what they want to hear. Now at the same time, they telling you, oh, I ain't talking to nobody. You the only person I want. I've been having my eye on you for a minute. I looked at all those other dudes. It's like over 1,000 inmates on the site, but I chose you because you just the most flyest chocolate dude I ever seen. And I like your ad. I like what you say in it. And you know what I mean? I can tell you work out, and I can tell you got a good, strong spiritual, upbringing. And they sell you the crap that you want to hear. So we both selling each other crap. Let's get that straight. We're both selling each other crap. You know what I mean? But the first one to lose is the one to believe the crap that he's selling. So if you believe that you love a dog, you lost. Bottom line, if you believe you love her and you're meeting her in a pen pal site, let's even take it to the street. Or you out here in the street and, you meet a girl in the club, what do you think is going to happen? You meet a girl in the club. The girl is going to the club because she want to, you know what I mean? Yeah, we already know they're going to say, yeah, I just want to dance and unwind and have a little drink. You know what I mean? But now you're going there to look for the nigga that got the bag. You understand what I'm saying? You're going there to go have a good time, to have somebody press up on you from behind and slap their shaboing all up on your backside. You know what I mean? And, and grind out a good nut. Y'all get moist together. You do what you got to do. That's why you go to a club. Let's keep it 100. Y'all might bypass the bull crap, but you don't go there just to dance. You know what I mean? When you say dance, that means you want a dude to grind up on you. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. So you go there, dude grind up on you. When it's over, you leave. You know what I mean? But then you got, the people that have passed the numbers off, or they might go that night and go have sex that night. And there's 2 things that go on. You got the females, you know what I mean? Once they, have an orgasm, they believe that there's a chance of a relationship or that they're in a relationship. Soon as a female has an orgasm, she believes she's in a relationship. And I know a lot of ladies don't like that, but I'm keeping 100. Call me male chauvinist, whatever you want to call it, but y'all just too damn emotional. You know what I mean? A good piping, and all of a sudden, you're in a relationship. So picture this visual right now. You laying in the bed, you just met a girl at the club, you go back to the hotel, you bang her brains out, she give you the good head, you give her the good head, y'all sex for a minute, 69, y'all do everything, y'all whatever your little freaky minds desire. You know what I mean? Y'all knock all that out. Now, y'all done knocked all that out, had a good nut, and you're both laying down. You understand what I'm saying? And even, y'all smoking a joint, a cigarette or whatever. So y'all lay back and here go 2 people in bed, a man and woman, they in bed and they both smoking after sex. Picture my visual. They blowing smoke up in their air and they both thinking and they got their own little thoughts. So here goes over the woman's, little bubble. It'll say, you know what I mean? Oh, we're in a relationship. He really likes me. I put it on him. I think you put it on a dude that, that he want to be with you. And what you call putting it on a dude ain't nothing. I haven't met I'm going to keep it 100. I haven't met a woman yet that put it on me. I haven't met a woman yet that I could say put it on me. I mean, I've had good sex. You know what I mean? Well, put it on me is a little far stretch. But anyway, so the ladies' bubble says, yeah, we're in a relationship. We just had a wonderful time. Over the man's bubble, while he's sitting there blowing. So you got the man and the woman both looking up in the air, having their own thoughts. The man's thoughts is, damn, I done knocked this chick. Now I need to get her friend with the fat ass and the caramel complexion with the dimples and the freckles. You know what I mean? I'm going to blow her back out. So we already thinking of our next conquest after we get our nut. When the woman is thinking about being in a relationship. You know what I mean? And then he likes me. Oh, yeah, I took it all the way to the throat. You know what I mean? I took it to the neck. Come on. That don't make no man want you. You know what I mean? That just makes him want your neck. You know what I mean? Or he wants your throat. You know what I'm saying? Right? All that other baggage you came with, like Erykah Badu said, bag lady. You know what I mean? Take that to one of those, I love a dog dudes. You know what I mean? Just so you understand that. So that's the key. So now let me go back to my Latin King homie. You see, I like to ride. Give me a round of applause, Mr. Ride. A round of applause. Give me a round of applause. Give me a round of applause. All right, calm down, y'all. Calm down. Relax. But let me explain this to you so you understand. When I say ride, right, it's like we riding in the Bentley, and we say we going to the Apollo on 125th Street. So we riding, and that's our intentions to go to the Apollo, And then, we make a left down 46th Street, 146th Street. So when we go down there, we see some nice little females out there, and we pull up on them, ask them what's going on, and you know what I mean? They telling us where they from, we telling them where they from, and we riding. But the intentions was the Apollo. But now we kicking it with these girls we just met on 146th Street and having a whole different topic other than the Apollo and what's gonna go on in the Apollo. That's how we ride. I don't know how you New Jacks ride, but that's how we ride back in the day. So I'm riding with my story. So now these Latin King dudes is there, so to speed this up. So the Latin King dudes is there, everything is good. Dude been talking to her for about 2 years, because it's been 2 years since they was in Oklahoma. And then the homie, you know what I mean? The one that originally got the girl, he gets in a fight in another joint, and he stabs somebody, and now they punishing him. So instead of keeping him in Pennsylvania, they send him all the way over to California. So now he winds up in the jail with his homie. You know what I mean? Now, what do y'all think happened next? He winds up in the jail with his homie, and the homie talking to, his girl that was just supposed to be a boomerang to shoot letters and communication. But now they having their own separate relationship over here. You understand what I'm saying? And he's already in his relationship over here. And now the two of them meet up over here in California. You know what I mean? And these are co-defendants, same case, same charge, grew up together in the whole nine. And now they're there, and they both talking to the same girl. Look how tricky this is. You see this content? That's why I say, right? That's why I say the game is to be sold, not told. I gave y'all so much jewels in this video. If y'all stop long enough to pay attention, you'll be able to take this to elevate yourself to the next level. Like men, stop believing that you're in love with these females every time you get a good nut. You know what I mean? That's what the females do. So you females get mad at me putting the comments or whatever. I'm just letting you know. Female get a good nut, they think they're in a relationship. Sucker niggas get a good nut, he think he in a relationship. Real man, real man, you know what I mean? Like me, I already know when I get another just a nut now, who am I going to hit next? That's the way it play out when you're on the street. You know what I mean? I'm going to be 59 in May. Big shout out to me being 59. Big shout out. Big shout out. All right, big shout out. All right, relax. Big shout out to me being 59 in May. Now, I'm 59, I don't think like that, but I'm right here on YouTube now trying to give you all some jewels to the younger people and the older people that might not have caught this jewel earlier because they haven't dealt with as many situations as I've dealt with to realize these hardcore facts. Pay attention. Okay. So now, they both on the compound. Dude is calling the girl. So every night, the first dude is calling the girl. She's not answering. You understand what I'm saying? So he ain't talked to her for about 2-3 days. He called in the morning. She answers, oh, yeah, I was up last night. I was doing something with my sister, da-da-da-da. And she got all these excuses what she was doing why she didn't answer. You know what I mean? So now, After about a week or two, dude go confide in his homie, that he gave the phone number to also. Man, every time I'm calling my girl at night, she ain't answering. I think she out there seeing somebody. I think she getting some dick on the side. You know what I mean? And he's like, nah, dog, I don't know if that's what she doing, but them girls ain't shit, dog. You can't believe them girls love you because you in jail. I mean, come on, dog. I know you ain't expected to wait, all this time. We got 25 years apiece. You know what I mean? So she definitely gonna be doing something, So he's indirectly throwing a bone in there, planting the seed or helping her fertilize and water the seed that she's seeing somebody else so that he leave her alone and holler at him. But the whole time it's him she's talking to every night when he's calling, because that was their routine for the last 2 years, because while he was in Pennsylvania, he was taking it for granted that that was his girl and he good. You know what I mean? So he ain't got to call all the time. So he called a couple of other chicks in between, and you know what I mean? Call her when he feel like it, because he done turned her into a home girl when this other dude over here, he playing her like she wifey. She like the wifey feeling, so she on his homie. You understand what I'm saying? So now, they sitting there kicking it. So the girl really like him because she know him from the street, but she like the fantasy that the new homie is selling her from in the joint. You understand? So now she's selling him these little fantasies. He believe in the little fantasies, and you know what I mean? The two of them believe in they bull crap. So next thing you know, we out there to show how dirty this play out. We out there in the yard, and I see the Latin Kings rushing the new homie. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they jump on me and they whooping real bad out there. They punishing them. You know what I mean? They punishing them. So he winds up going to the hole. So when he go to the hole, we find out that what happened is his homie that's talking to his girl, was like the shot caller for the call. So he sent the little homies at him, telling the little homies that his co-defendant was hot. Once you say somebody hot, they getting punished. You know what I mean? So once they say that, dude hot, he was the king. He was with me on the street, but the dude ain't no good. He went sour. He went to trial with us, but he told over there in Pennsylvania when he got in the fight. That's how he got over here. But he never told anything. He never ratted, never thought about ratted. Straight 100% man. But his man is putting this bug on him to get the little soldiers. You know what I mean? To pull a torpedo mission. That means to do a crash dummy move. You know what I mean? To go smash them. So they go and they go smash homie out. So now they done smashed them out. And then the truth comes out later. The truth comes out later that he put the bone on dude, because he took the dude's girl and he was now on the compound, and the girl was threatening to leave him alone with his sweet fantasies he's selling for her sweet memories she remembered of him blowing her back out. So when he found out she gonna leave him, he went and had his little soldiers go jump on the homie, his man from the street, his co-defendant. They both sat there at trial together, and now over a female, he's sitting here putting the worst bone you could put on somebody. You understand? The worst bone you could put on somebody that they hot in the prison, knowing that once you do that, you're a fool. You know what I mean? If you didn't hear what I said, you're food. F-O-O-D. Meaning they're going to eat your neck. They're going to eat your face. You understand what I'm saying? So they punished this boy so goddamn bad, then they found out later on what was going on. You understand what I'm saying? So now when they find out later on what's going on, they start talking amongst themselves. They like, yo, I can't believe he played this, because I got a kite saying that it was nothing hot about dude and that it was all over a female. So all that because dude felt like, but I love a dog. I had to do it. You know what I mean? Because they asked her. They said, yo, why would you do that? That's your man. And he one of the kings. Our numbers ain't that strong out here in California. Why would he do it? He said, man, but I love her, dog. Oh, you love her? You don't even know her, my nigga. You just met her when he gave you the number 2 years in Oklahoma. We got the whole deal. He like, yeah, but you don't understand, dog. I mean, we was planning on getting married when I go out. She was going to relocate and move out here to California, get closer with me. I introduce her to my mother, and, and he got all these sweet bullshit crap reasons why he pulled this snake move. You understand what I'm saying? So, that goes and everybody separates to their separate corner. But the dude that they punished was a good dude. They all liked him. They because the dude was good company, good jokes, good personality, good everything. So he got along with all the kings. But once the bone comes out that he's hot, forget how good he is, how much they love him, all that. You understand what I'm saying? If he hot, he's food and he has to be eaten. You understand what I'm saying? So you understand. So you youngins listen to this. I want you to understand. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you this. Y'all might not even like it. I know the little troll's gonna find something to run with it, but I'm gonna give it to you 100. 9 times out of 10, rats are charismatic. You know what I mean? Snitches are real charismatic. That's how they was able to infiltrate to get certain places that they got where they got to meet the people they meet to get the information they needed in order to be able to tell, to get the time cut they needed to bury another man in jail so they could pull themselves up out of jail. They real charismatic. You understand what I'm saying? Fun to be with, fun to talk to. All this is before, you find out they ratting. Let's get that straight so y'all don't nitpick at that. You know what I mean? But, we on the compound and there's other dudes that's rats that's in other cars. We just, we just tolerate them there. But, we don't sit down and eat lunch with them and cook meals at dinner and work out. The rats stay with the rats and the men stay with themselves. You understand? But we don't go after the rats in other cars because it's up to that car to clean up their mess. You know what I mean? So that's why the Latin kings had to punish their so-called rat that wasn't a rat, because it's their job to clean it up. But whatever a man decide to do, if you can sleep good with yourself at night, home go Lord, you do you. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be able to sleep with myself even with that thought. But that's just me. You know what I mean? But that don't make me better than nobody. That just make me what I call on man time. You know what I mean? Man time is claiming responsibilities for your actions. But anyway, so they punished them. Let me speed this up so I get this up to you today. So they don't punish dude. And then now we go outside and, we getting ready to go play a little basketball in the yard. And, everybody out there picking the teams. And, the Kings, they, got their little team together. So they in the side, they in their huddle. And, big boy, he bent down to, lace up his sneakers and, you know what I mean? And, it has a good game. It has a really good game. So about a week later, they went in, they happy, they cheered, they cooked together. A week later, it was a baseball game. So now here go the Latin Kings out there playing baseball in the joint, So the dude that's the piece of crap, you know what I mean? He turns around and he goes up to the plate, you know what I mean? And he's the umpire. He said, next batter, you know what I mean? So the batter comes in. So when the next batter come in, you know what I mean? And get up, getting ready to, go bat, you know what I mean? The umpire, which is the one that pulled the snake move, he goes behind the cage and he's waiting to say, play ball. So they go and they get ready to throw the ball, So the pitcher goes, the little underhand pitcher, whoop, he throws the ball up, you know what I mean? The dude swing, he miss, he spins around, dirt kicks all over the home plate, you know what I mean? So he gets up to hitting and he want to make sure he got the strike zone in order. So he looked down, he tell the umpire, which is the snake that put the bone on the dude, y'all, what y'all think gonna happen next? Put it in the comments. Y'all can put it after the fact, but let's just keep this 100 and let me know what you think happened next. But this is how it played out. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. There go my Instagram on the screen, and there go the Cash App. Don't forget the Cash App. I don't give it $1, $5, and like Pretty Gangster said, $10 ain't gonna hurt nobody. I gotta make a rap song about that, But check. So this is how it play out. So dude at the plate, and he's getting ready, and you know what I mean? He's planting his feet in the dirt, and he said, yo, I clean the plate for me, Yeah, I mean, I want to make sure I can see the strike zone. You know what I mean? So I know where the ball got to go. So dude, he comes up, he said, time out. He bends over and he go to clean the plate off. When he bent over to clean the plate off, dude took the baseball hat and chopped him in his head like it was an axe. Boop! You know what I mean? And knocked him slam out. You know what I mean? All because he put a bone on a good man over a piece of female. You know what I mean? Because he felt like, I love a dog. You know what I mean? I love a dog. Now you got your head busted because you love her so much you did some old cruddy stuff to your man. But you see how this can play out? That's why I tell the youngins, don't go to prison. Don't come off the porch. Don't go in the street. Don't do none of that because you wind up in this environment and for whatever reason, and you say, you get caught, you go to court, you go to trial, you take your beef, you do your whole thing, and you play it straight out like a man. Then you wind up in a jail with a dude that don't like you, and then now all of a sudden he's telling everybody that you're a rat. You understand what I'm saying? And now dudes want to eat your food, and you did everything right, but they want to eat your food because of this bone. Now put this in the comments. I'm gonna make this part 2. If you want part 2 to this, I'm gonna let you know what happened. You know what I mean? When a dude is a rat in the jail, when he first come to the jail, and how the paperwork system work to prove that he's a rat. Because they call it, black and white. You got to have it in black and white. Somebody's hot. You don't just say out your mouth somebody's hot. Show me he's hot. You know what I mean? If it's somebody official speaking and they seen the paperwork, they'll say, yo, dog, I seen the paperwork. I'm stamping it. The nigga's no good. When a nigga do that and you trust him, you go on his word. Because if my man write me and say, yo, dude is hot, I seen the paperwork, when he get there, get him. You know what I mean? I don't need to see the paperwork when he get there. I'm taking the word, like big shout out to Lou Sims. We did a video documentary. We work on this documentary. We're telling about these prison stories and all this, so you understand. So big shout out to Lou Sims. So now, I've written Lou in another jail and say, this situation happened. Take care of this for me, big homie. You understand what I'm saying? And, from my kite and my word, you know what I mean? And my respect, he took that kite and he handled the situation. You understand what I'm saying? And if he was to send one over to where I was at for somebody he couldn't get in touch with, now it'd be my responsibility to handle that situation. You understand? Just so you see how the politics work in the prison. So don't get this twisted thing. I'm going to go into prison and, I'm going to do my time and everything going to be this and that. You know what I mean? When a dude say that, you check him back in another 5 years and see where his mentality's at. You know what I mean? If he's still there, you check him back in 10 years. Because it took me 10 years to stop selling dope in the prison and stop running around pushing knives, making knives, and, all the crap that I was doing. But I continue to drink my White Lightning. I like my White Lightning. That's like, me out Jamaica. That's like my little rum on cork. You know what I'm saying? Put a little, a little White Lightning. That's where you cook the alcohol up with the fruits, the rotten fruit. Yeah, we use rotten fruit. That's called a kicker. I'll do a video on the kicker and all that. I got videos where I can show you what a kicker look like. Kicker ain't nothing but this damn big, but ain't nothing like some spoiled and rotten tomatoes. You know what I mean? That got sugar on it, been sitting in the window so that it could get rotten. You know what I mean? Where it got the nasty mold on it. And that mold is called a kicker. That kicks the liquor off, you know what I mean? The liquid off into, alcohol. You know what I mean? And the longer you put it there, the more sugar you put on it, it rises, And then when you're done with the wine. It's usually whatever color the juice is. If you use orange juice, grapefruit juice or whatever to make the wine. Listen, you ever had dudes, to show you how thirsty some dudes is to drink wine, you had dudes that made wine out of cranberry juice. You know what I mean? Wine out of cranberry juice. And I drink the cranberry juice. Yeah, I think it's the cranberry juice. And then they wind up, prune juice. That's what it was. They made wine out of prune juice. Because you got all types of, fruits and vegetables in the kitchen. So if a dude get a can of prune juice, it's juice. You can put it to make the wine and do what you got to do. So imagine drinking some wine that's made out of prune juice. What do you think happens when you drink wine made out of prune juice? You know what I mean? Put it in the comments. I like when y'all to put it in the comments. What do you think happened, if you make wine out of prune juice? All right, I'm going to tell you what happened. You wind up getting diarrhea. You drunk as hell, but you on the toilet shitting all night. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't like none of that crap. I take the joint and I had put the joint through the stinger, and what they call cooking it, where they suck just the fumes out of it, and the fumes turn into liquid and it's clear, and then it come back looking like Bacardi. You know what I mean? Then I put a little bit of that with, with a little ice and a little Tahitian punch, fruit punch juice, or I might use a Coke or a Sprite. And, I mix it and I sit and I, watch me a good movie or loving hip hop. Loving hip hop is real big on the inside. I love loving hip hop because it showed me how much power, the black females got while I was gone. When I was on the street, a female didn't go nowhere unless a drug dealer took them somewhere. Female didn't go traveling to no goddamn, Cancun and, Jamaica and Barbados and Dominican Republic. You know what I mean? Female didn't go none of them places on their own when I was on the street. I don't care who don't like the truth. That's the hard truth. So if you females want to lie and say you was traveling back then in the 80s, you know what I mean, in the early 90s, stop lying. A dude was taking you, depending on the dude to take you. I go to jail for 30 years, stop, turn back, look around. Now I'm looking at Love and Hip Hop, and I see all the girls got the bag. They got the job because they locked up all the men. So the women got the job, the women got the credit, you know what I mean? So the women is the ones that's carrying the purse, and they're the ones now that's taking the men on the trips, or they going on the trips with their girlfriends. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You know, that's how I'm trying. And then the females on Love and Hip Hop. That's why I used to love and watch it. They were so damn disrespectful. I mean, I see the females telling dudes to suck my, you know what I mean? And not theirs. We talking about our private parts. But they come, how you even put, you know, our private parts in the same name as another man and talking about suck it? You know what I mean? That's where, you know, no disrespect, y'all keep it, you know, I'm just giving them 100. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm 59 now, so it's a little different. But back then, you know, that's where a brother hands become what we call unisex. You know what I mean? That's where our hands become unisex. Big shout out to unisex hands. Big shout out. Big shout out to unisex hands. Big shout out to unisex hands. Back in the day, you tell a dude to suck your bop and all of that, he's smacking the shit out you. End of story. You know what I mean? Nowadays, none of that can't happen because it's a new day, new time, new laws, and all of that. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Don't put a man in a situation to have to act other than a man and then say that he's not being a man. When he's being a man because he's defending his manhood. So don't put anyone in a position to defend their manhood. Like we in prison, they call you hot, you got to go get your knife and stab the person because you have to defend your manhood. You understand what I'm saying? They, you know, whatever it is. So now, you know, you out here and, you know, same thing. You know what I mean? You tell a man to suck your suck his private parts and go suck out their mother and all of this old crazy stuff. And, you know what I mean? And, you know, now you're pulling him outside of his character by him having to defend his manhood. So that's why you got to watch what you say. Because I've seen dudes say something to the biggest cowards and they let them get away with it, and then they hit that trigger word where they might say something about their mama or their girl. Because 9 times out of 10, those quiet dudes be those, you know, but I love a dog ass niggas. You know what I mean? So when you talk about a nigga girl and a nigga feel like I love a dog, that nigga gonna kill you over that. You know what I mean? But I've been on here long enough, man. Let me get ready to go. Mecca what? Mecca audio. All right. Let's go. Let's get the party rolling. We're about to tap out, man. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. I don't care what it is. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. My Instagram is Unique Mecca Audio. Put your comments over there that I'm a male chauvinist pig and you don't agree with none of this crap that I'm saying and you hope that I drop dead. Send me that on my Instagram. You put that crazy comment to take away from the moral of the story and the jewels that I'm giving and you will be deleted. Long as you understand that, we all in the right hands. Now, I'm going to show you some pictures of me and my homies, you know, going out how we celebrated the holiday in this outro. You know what I mean? So just remember, oh yeah, don't forget, freejimmyfingers.com. Text that to somebody and tell them to text it to somebody else and sign the petition for my homie. He doing 3 life sentence and 600 years. You know what I mean? 6 life sentence and 300 years. I mean, how he gonna do all that anyway? So whatever the order is, I couldn't even remember, but the brother deserved to be out here, man. All right. Yo, y'all like that little intro? That's my little intro, man. Now I'm going to show you my outro. I've been learning all this myself. I got my man Chambo here. He going to try and work with me and help me correct certain things. So, you know, fall back and just let me do what I do. This is how we do it. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Mecca audio,
can of 26.
Yeah.
He back on the strip, getting back in the mix.
Yeah.
What he mentions a gift.
Right.
You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this.
Real.
Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit.
Yeah.
Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn.
Real.
Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was wine. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. They be horn Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the rudiments.